uphill, quite tightening, and then we get a very tight right. Good afternoon, sir. Talking of £20,000 GS's. I do like the Bumblebee edition, the black and yellow one. Very nice. Right, it's doing well. The old boy's doing well. It's an old VFR.
Well, good morning. Today I'm off on a fairly long ride. In fact, it's the longest ride I think I've ever done on the VFR. I'm going to be riding down to Eastbourne from Retford in Nottinghamshire. Now, I think the furthest I've been in one hit on the VFR up to date is about 125, 130. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to get on with the slightly dropped riding position. On the R1200R BMW, it won't be an issue. I'm going to try and avoid the motorways if at all possible. I certainly don't want to go around the M25, or if I do, I want to minimise it as much as I can. I think I'd better get going because it's already about 8:15 in the morning, and the traffic, because it's a Good Friday, bank holiday, public holiday in UK, is going to be extremely busy. So wish me luck and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
The direct route, the obvious route, would be to go down the A1, M11, around the M25 over the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge, and down through Tunbridge Wells and Kent the Wheel. As I say, that's the direct route, but I just know it will be super busy, particularly the M25 and the M11, so I think we'll try and avoid that. So what we'll do is A1 and down to Newark, A46, which is the dual carriageway pretty much most of the way as well, down to Leicester, a bit of the M69, cut through Warwick, which again will probably be quite busy, but not a lot you can do about it, a little bit of the M40, and then we'll play it by ear after that, whether or not we go down towards the A34 and A272, see how we're going anyway, see how I'm feeling. So see you soon. I'm not going to film it all because obviously the motorways will be pretty boring, but speak to you soon. Bye for now. Right, let's give this baby some wally again, shall we? A34 down towards Newbury, then hopefully cut across towards Alton, Basingstoke, and see how we go from there. Okay, speak to you soon. Okay, now we're on the A272, which is one of the great biking roads really in the south of England. Features a lot of Land Chops Rides videos and Mark Pulling, etc. Cracking road, spent many happy hours and many happy miles on here over the years, so let's enjoy this a little bit, shall we? Let's talk a little bit about the bike. We're now coming up to, as you can probably see there, just clicking over 200 miles. So 200 miles in. Don't really want to tempt fate too much, but so far she's not missed a beat. She's been absolutely perfect. You know, I was coming down the A34 then, I'm thinking to myself, you know, there's a guy here, I'm not sure what's he on, don't know, fairly new, sounds good, but loads of GS's, you know, 20,000 quid, that sort of money, and £40,000 plus cars, and this bike, this old bike, which cost me £1,100 3 years ago, afternoon gents, £1,100 3 years ago. It can do it all. It can do it just as well as a brand new £20,000 bike. You know, when you hear and all the other vloggers talking about, oh, this new bike is really great value, etc. This is great value. This is what great value looks like. It's done 55,000 miles and it rides like a new bike. Yes, I've done things to it. Yes, I've put a new shock absorber on. yes, I put a new shock absorber on, I put the double bubble screen on, and a new exhaust, and she's been well maintained. She's been looked after very well recently, at any rate, by Steve Scott Motorcycles up in Mansfield. Steve's doing a great job for me. Driving position, yeah, you know, it's a sports tourer. My knees are fairly cramped. What I'm finding as I get to about an hour, and you know, probably down to my age as much as anything, I need to get off. It's one of those times when having jockey legs does help. If I had longer legs, it would be a lot worse. But yeah, I need to get off after an hour, have a stretch, recalibrate, put my brain back in gear. This is a really nice bit of flowing bends. I remember when this used to be a lot quieter and you really could let the bike flow through these bends. That was in the days when I had the CBR 600. But getting back to the VFR, yeah, she's reasonably economical. You know, she's not bad. She doesn't cost a fortune to maintain, and it's relatively comfortable. I'm getting a little bit of a numb bum now. As I say, I've done over 200 miles so far today, and you know, I've currently been in the saddle about an hour and 10 minutes. So all in all, as a sports tourer, I know I'm not at my destination yet. I've probably got about another 80 miles to go, so the 250 estimate is going to look a little bit shabby. It's going to be blown out, I think, to 250. I think we're going to be closer to 280, 290, that sort of figure. Never been able to understand why this petrol station here is permanently closed. Every time I come past, it's closed. Why? And we're currently on our way towards Loomis, the crossroads with, I think it's the A31, could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But we're coming up to the crossroads between the A272 and whichever road it is that goes to Alton and down towards Leon Solent, I think it is. And no doubt Loomis will be packed today. So is biking getting more sanitised and more restricted and less enjoyable year on year? Drop it down in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are. I think what I'll do, we'll have a quick break at the 7 Stars pub, which is just down here, just before Petersfield. No doubt it will be absolutely heaving today. Again, quite a good stopover. So if you're on the 272, it's the 7 Stars, nice big car park, easy access on and off the road. It's a really nice pub too. So give that a view. Oh, it's Valentino Rossi. Or is it Rusty Valentino? These bends down here, particularly coming uphill, superb. Great fun if you have a nice clear run. Great view as you come over that crest of the South Downs. On a quiet day, it really is God's biking country, is this. And as I say, this 272, it was one of the great roads at one time. Must do. end to end. Talking of £20,000 GSs. I do like the Bumblebee edition, the black and the yellow one, very nice. And we're just going to do a short section of the A3 and then pick up the A272 again the other side of Petersfield. Bikes, yeah, I've had a few bikes from them in the past. This Willgate, maybe. Yeah. It's a hell of a tyre on that bike. Is it an S1000 or I wonder? Could be, couldn't it? Answer on the postcard, please. It's the only litre bike by the look of things. Very smart. So here we are coming into Midhurst. Nice little place, but oh gosh, so busy. Bit posh. Surprised they'll either oiks like me into it. Where's the bloody diversion then? So we're going to have to go up via Goodwood because of that diversion, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, here we go. Echo Banyaya. Wonderfully named Cocky. Follow the road round here, then take a left up to Goodwood Racecourse. Thank you, sir. Nice little babbling brook to my right. Nice little village. There we go. It's GS. So this is the road up to Goodwood. Mr. Lamb Chops rides, comes up here fairly regularly on his test rides. The learner's not doing too badly for a learner, is he? Sure what bike he does. He's doing well, the old boy's doing well. Ah, it's an old VFR. Used to be a nice green van parked, and he's still there. Hello, Mr. Whippy. There's the racecourse, taking the Petworth Road, cracking road. As I say, it's a few years since I've been down here. That's why I'm a little bit cautious. Remember, it can play tricks on you. So here we are, here's the racecourse. Glorious Goodwood. So I reckon this is going to be a 300 miles a day by the time we're finished. Whoa, Alan. Smoothly, please. Great views. Red kites. Probably can't see it on the GoPro. Talking of great pubs, here's one, the Cricketers. Really nice place. Nice garden at the back too. Wow. Big holes in the road. Outrageous. This is an A road. So yeah, we'll take the B roads to Fittleworth. Again, this used to be, back in the old days, one of my favourite roads. Now there's a left-right flick-flack here, uphill, right, tightening, and then we get a very tight right. Quite narrow and tight. Here we go, very tight right-hander. Oh my God, look at the hole. I am shocked as to how bad the roads in West Sussex are. They are not just diabolical, they're actually dangerous.
Well, in finest TMF tradition, I thought we would do the sum up and wrap up in a station car park. In this particular case, it's Polegate Station Car Park just outside Eastbourne. The 250 miles ended up, in fact, being 291 miles. Courtesy, hopefully you can see it there, courtesy of a diversion through Midhurst on the A272. I don't know why it was closed or whatever, but it was no hardship really in the end, other than making a long day a little bit longer. But that took us up by Goodwood Racecourse, and then the back roads through places like Pulborough and Storrington, and then back onto the A27 and back into East Sussex and Eastbourne. The bike itself, can't fault it, can you really? £1,100 of 1996 VFR750 RC36.
as I was ranting on about a little bit earlier, absolutely amazing value for money. When people talk about value for money, £1,100 for a 27-year-old bike that will do 291 miles in relative comfort. I mean, I've got a sore bum, it has to be said now. The old bottom is feeling it, and my back and neck are aching a little bit, but that is probably more due to the fact that it's my age really, rather than the bike. I think if I was on any bike, to be honest, at almost 300 miles, I would be starting to feel the effects by now. But in summary, underlines yet again what a superb bike a VFR750 is. And she still looks pretty good too, doesn't she? Okay, until the next time, remember to keep it shiny side up, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Cheers.